On the 11th day of Christmas, United gave to me number 11, Chris Waddle, the old Waddler. I was there at the start when he played for Newcastle Reserves at Concert. Wrote in his book that I wrote him off that night, which is absolute rubbish. I mean, it was a kid playing for Newcastle Reserves wasn't going to get slagging off in the Chronicle if he's hopeless, because it was of no consequence. It wasn't that important. But went on to be one of the most prolific wingers in Europe League. Left and right. World class.
Probably known around the world. He's one of the players that if you talk to any football fans around the world, that they'll know exactly who Chris Waddle is.
Yeah.
Even if it's about his mullet.
Yeah. And even though the last time around when he didn't return my call and I had to say to him, "Hey, I knew you when you were working in a sausage factory." But that's the kind of lad he is, down to earth. But what a fantastic player. When he first on the first team, he played and he came into reserves. He used to get the bus from Newcastle to Gateshead to Liam Lane, where he used to live, and you couldn't wish for a more down to earth lad. But what a player! He wasn't happy when he first came into side. I think he scored 2 against Sheffield Wednesday in the cup time, and Arthur Cox wouldn't play him where he wanted to play. And I did a story in the Chronicle from Chris Waddle saying, "Arthur, play me here," and Coxie absolutely went potty, and he fined Waddle £50, which I think was a fortnight's wages. But he played him where he wanted, and he went on, and he never looked back after that. And it's something me and Chris often talk about. That is when he returned the call. But it's now fantastic. And speaking of I mean all the time. Scott Sellers was here. I hardly got a word out of him yet. He seems to be your best friend.
Yeah, great player. It's obviously again a bit like Liam O'Brien. His goal against Sunderland, the one where he curled off the post in the rain, and
yeah, the game that shouldn't have been played.
I think when I was talking to him last, he always says that
name dropper
that he can't go in a bar in Newcastle without someone wanting to buy him a drink, and I think that's it's a great thing that the Geordie public remember it, probably even the younger fans, and we take my hat off to him. I think the good story though was when I think Keegan signed Ginola, didn't he? And apparently Scott Sellers walked out on the training pitch and took one look at Ginola and went, "Oh well, that's me finished."
Yeah, that's one of Bez's talking stories.
That's me finished, but I think he put it in slightly different words to that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was always going to take a good player to move Scott Sellers on, but the time he was at the club, he was absolutely fantastic. And I think Beardsley paid the big tribute to him when he said that he felt a bit sorry for Scott Sellers, because Beardsley got all the credit for making Andy Cole's goals, where Scott Sellers chipped in as well and got just as many assists, and a great player and a great lad as well.
Yeah. On the number 11s, I mean, for me, Gary Speed with Alan Shearer has been probably the 2 greatest professionals that the Premier League's ever known, and we've got to mention Gary Speed. Another guy I'd want in the trenches with you, Lee.